here's how to turn brownie mix into 6 incredible desserts. Right off the bat, I'm gonna show you my new banana split brownie pizza. All you have to do is prepare your brownie box mix and spread it into a pie pan. You wanna use that larger size, the 9x13 brownie mix. Now for the sauce, I'm gonna bring in some banana flavor with banana flavored Jell-O pudding mixed with a little cream cheese. You wanna use half the amount of milk so that our sauce is nice and thick. Now we're gonna fold in half of our whipped topping. All right, now we're gonna add the rest of our Cool Whip on top because every banana split needs a little whipped cream. Now I'm going old school, the way my mama taught me how a good banana split should taste. It's gotta have bananas, a little fruit, pineapple is essential. We always did peanuts and chocolate sauce. Now, if you've been following long enough, you should be thinking perfect bites all around. And we know no banana split is complete without a cherry on top. I can wait no longer. I don't even know how I'm gonna top this. 1 down, 5 to go. Next up, breakfast for dessert, dessert for breakfast, however you wanna look at it, we're turning this brownie mix into waffles. To make this happen, all you do is follow the directions on the back of the box and add 1 extra egg. They come out kind of soft, but as they sit, they get that nice kind of toasted feeling. And the whole thing is kind of like the edges of the brownie pan. So if you're an edge person and you want to eat it just like this, you'll be very happy. But I'm gonna call this breakfast for dessert, and we're gonna go all out, top it with some ice cream. This is such a fun idea to set up if you're having like a sleepover for your kids or something. They'll totally think you're a cool mom. Let's go in for the perfect bite, shall we? This is the best way to brownie a la mode. I love this next idea with brownie mix. We're going to make the most delicious snack mix with it. You know those good old Muddy Buddies that are super addicting? We're gonna make brownie flavored, my kind of baking. We're gonna start by pouring a whole box of rice cereal into a bowl. Then we're gonna take some chocolate chips, add some peanut butter, and melt it in the microwave. Just pour our chocolate and peanut butter mixture over the cereal, and then we're gonna toss it with our brownie mix. We're going to take our box brownie mix and add it to a Ziploc bag or a Tupperware container, and then we're gonna add our cereal mixture in and shake it up. Look at that. Let's give it a little taste. It's like you're just eating brownie batter covered cereal. We could stop here and be just as happy, but I wanna make it a colorful little mix, so we're gonna add in some M&Ms and maybe a little pretzels to make it a little sweet and salty. I mean, how cute is this? If you like fun chocolate snacks, this one's for you. How about we turn our brownies into cookies? And then I'm gonna take the cookies and turn them into something else. Watch the magic flow. To make this happen, we're going to add in a 1/4 cup of flour into our brownie mix. I'm also stirring in some chocolate chips. By cutting out the water and cutting the oil in half, you're left with a drier dough that's perfect for cookies. Then we'll just take scoops and place them on a parchment-lined baking sheet. We can also customize them to make them extra cute and sprinkle them with some colorful sprinkles. Another thing about making something like this instead of a big tray of brownies is that it cooks in like 1/3 of the time. These are gonna cook in about 9 to 10 minutes. I told you these were so cute. I did half with sprinkles, half without, because I'm about to turn these into whoopie pies. To make whoopie pie filling, we're just going to blend together some butter and powdered sugar. You'll wanna whip this together for about 4 minutes until it's really good and fluffy, and then we'll stir in our marshmallow. Just put your filling into a Ziploc bag and pipe it on. You gotta admit, this is probably the cutest thing you've ever seen. And no one would know or care that it started from a box of brownie mix. I guess it's my job to give you a taste test. Boxed brownies turned truffles is up next. These are so good. I'm making a mint chocolate version. This is great to do with leftover brownies. I mean, who has leftover brownies? Or you can do them while the brownies are still kind of warm in the pan. So we're just gonna chop up our mints, mash them together with the brownie mix. Some of that chocolate's gonna melt and help it all stick together. The mixture should look like potting soil, but it's gonna taste amazing. Who doesn't like mint and chocolate? Now we are going to form them into little truffle balls. So this is where your hands kind of got to get a little dirty. Once you've made your truffles, we're gonna chill it for about 20 minutes in the fridge, and then we'll dip it in a little chocolate and coconut oil. Our truffles are nice and firm from chilling in the fridge. In here, I've just got a bowl of chocolate chips with some coconut oil, microwaved it together until it's nice and smooth. For a finishing touch, I've got some green and white sprinkles just to kind of mimic the mint that's inside. Now all we have left to do is pop these back in the fridge for just a couple minutes to harden. Definitely a fun idea for a party. Very reminiscent of one of our favorite Girl Scout cookies, if you know what I'm talking about. For my final trick, a good old dump cake. I'm gonna call this a little Black Forest cobbler. And a dump cake has to be the easiest dessert on the face of the planet. All you do is dump everything in and bake. We can do this. The brownie mix needs a little more moisture than a cake mix would when you're adding it to a dump cake, so I'm gonna add in a little water over the top. Listen, you know you love my ideas, and if you wanna see more, be sure you're subscribed to this channel. And the final step in a dump cake is to top it with butter. I'm gonna grate my butter in so that it has a better chance of incorporating into the brownie mix. If you're gonna grate your butter, be sure you freeze it first. That's it, we're just gonna pop it in the oven for about 45 minutes until it's good old gooey and bubbly. Oh yeah, you've got the cherries peeking out here. This is gonna be good. Oh y'all, the ultimate perfect bite. I think I've died and gone to heaven. Can you believe all these desserts came from a box of brownie mix? When it comes to the easiest brownie desserts ever, you can cook that. Camera boy needs to be better about telling me when I've got pudding in my hair.
You had pudding in your hair.
Moving on.